I want to be remembered in television, maybe as a good newswoman.
Take the maybe out of the sentence that Barbara Walters just said there, and then substitute the best for good, and then you have a true statement about how Barbara Walters will be remembered. She was the best newswoman, and the first.
Good morning, I'm Frank McGee, and Barbara Walters is here.
In 1976, Barbara became the first woman to co-anchor a network newscast, and breaking that glass ceiling wasn't exactly welcomed.
I've kept time on your stories and mine tonight. You owe me 4 minutes.
But she would inspire a young woman who was just starting out her broadcasting career.
And I remember you looking up and looking down. Now, at the time I auditioned, I had no idea.
I was looking at questions, because I always write dozens and dozens and dozens of questions.
And so what I did was I'd look down, and then I'd look up, and I'd talk.
In 1988, when Barbara interviewed her, Oprah Winfrey revealed that basically when she started her career, she was a Barbara impressionist.
I had Barbara Walters in my mind, in my head, and I was hired. I was hired. And for the longest time, I'd watch you every morning, and I'd go on the air, and I'd imitate you.
I take full responsibility for you, Oprah.
Should, as well, you should.
On hearing of her passing last night, Oprah wrote on Instagram, "Without Barbara Walters, there wouldn't have been me, nor any other woman you see on evening, morning, and daily news. She was indeed a trailblazer. I did my very first television audition with her in mind the whole time. Grateful that she was such a powerful and gracious role model. Grateful to have known her. Grateful to have followed in her light."
Please welcome Oprah Winfrey!
Oprah got to show that gratefulness to Barbara when she surprised her on her Final View show in May 2014.
I had to be here today, Barbara.
Barbara is so shocked, Oprah.
I had to be here for your last show to celebrate you because of what you have meant to me.
And a few other people.
Please welcome Diane Sawyer, Robin Roberts, Lara Spencer, Elizabeth Vargas.
Yeah, Oprah got to do the Oprah Yell as female journalists and reporters got to show Barbara that love in person.
Katie Couric, Savannah Guthrie, Natalie Morales, Tamron Hall.
8 years before they would do it again to memorialize her. Diane Sawyer Instagrammed this photo just moments ago and wrote of her colleague, "Barbara was a trailblazer, a singular force who opened the door for every woman in television news. She was also the history maker right down the hall, my friend and road buddy, eager to talk about the news world, the decades of passionate work, the curiosity and laughter that gets us all through, sadness, gratitude, and a salute from all of us who know what we owe her." Connie Chung, who's both Barbara's colleague and competitor at different points of her career, called in to the ABC live stream last night.
Believe me, her competitiveness was very clear to me. I saw her MO, and she scared the bejesus out of me.
She kind of scared the bejesus out of Deborah Roberts as well when she joined the 2020 team. And before her first chat on the show, Barbara took all the notes and threw them on the ground.
What is this, some kind of hazing? What is going on?
What Barbara was doing was showing Deborah that you know the material. Now it's time to just be confident in that and engage with both me and the audience on that topic.
Broadcasting in a way that was really believable and that was real and honest. And I'll never forget just learning that from Barbara.
Katie Couric, who took the Today Show seat 15 years after Barbara left it.
She is really the OG of female network news anchors.
Says the two were great friends, even though they're often competing for those big interviews.
What I really admired about her, Phil, is she remained intensely competitive for years and years. And she had so much drive and ambition for decades during her career. She never let up.
All those qualities are absolutely true in Barbara, but Joan Lunden revealed that there was something else that Barbara would do when it came to those big celebrities. She planted the seed about an interview with a note when they got cast in the project.
I immediately write a note to them. I immediately reach out, say, "Oh, what wonderful news. You're going to be fantastic in this." She said, and then when the movie comes out, what do you think they call? They call me because I've already got the ball rolling.
People are sharing some of their favorite interviews that Barbara did on social media today.
She got a lot of grief for kind of her style of interviewing celebrities, but she got them to be so revealing.
And if Meryl wins, what will you say to her?
Beat the out of her.
You don't really act. You don't sing. You don't dance. You don't have any, forgive me, any talent. Being on the verge of bankruptcy, that's a businessman to be admired.
You say on the verge of bankruptcy, Barbara, and you talk on the verge, and you listen to what people are saying.
I talk to your bankers.
Well, that's fine. And what do they say? I mean, you know, depending on which banker you're talking to, what do they say? Well, I don't know what the bankers have said.
We did an interview in which you said, it's not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist, it's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't love that.
And so many people are watching this one today from 1987 that it has the late Sean Connery's name trending.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good.
I don't think it's bad.
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
What would merit it?
Well, if you have tried everything else, it's the last resort.
To give her a good slap.
He's not going to do it because he wants to do it. Huh?
Wait till people see this interview. Are you going to get mail?
Jemele Hill tweeted, "I've never seen this clip before, but this exemplifies why Barbara Walters is considered a journalistic icon. For journalists, it isn't about your questions sounding tough. It's about getting the subject to expose something about themselves, good or bad." Dan Rather tweeted, "The world of journalism has lost a pillar of professionalism, courage, and integrity. Barbara Walters was a trailblazer and a true pro. She outworked, outthought, outhustled. She left the world the better for it. She will be deeply missed. Rest in peace." And Don Lemon said, "She was obviously amazing on television, but I selfishly loved spending time with her in person. Sitting next to her at a dinner party was the best seat in the house. With love, respect, and admiration, rest in peace, Barbara Walters." Yet every TV host and reporter is paying tribute to Barbara today, including Robin Roberts, Maria Shriver, Tamron Hall, Gayle King, Laura Spencer, and all those women took part in that amazing View tribute in 2014 where, yeah, Barbara got to see her flowers right in front of her. So I know that's 8 years ago, but that's literally one of the best moments on TV ever. And since we literally saw the generation of female hosts and reporters and journalists that Barbara inspired, I think she got her wish.
More than being remembered, I hope that by younger women, I can help them aspire.